What is good? Group number one. For those of y'all who are drawn to the first image, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on what abundance are you calling in? Um, yeah, what abundance is coming in? Abundance can come in many different forms. Um, it's not always just money or finances. It can be an abundance of many things: abundance of love, or an abundance of health, an abundance of friends, family, connection, whatever it may be. I don't know. But we're going to see what type of abundances are you calling in for you. Group number one. So, spirit guides, angels, benevolent, and venerated ancestors. This is for group number one. What abundance are they calling in? What abundance is group number one calling in? Okay. Mm, okay. So you got the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords to come out first. The first thing that came out, or the first thing that came to mind, was rest. I feel like you, group number one, um, you're entering into a more an era of more peace, an era of more um or of less drama. Um, I feel like for you, group number one, what you're calling in, this abundance that you're calling in, is an abundance of rest and rejuvenation, and an abundance of peace, to where you're not having to, worry about what's going on around you and all the chaos happening around you. And that's not to say that you will be like, you know, ignoring it or anything like that, because I mean, in real life, shit happens. It just does. We have things going on around us in politics and things going on around us, excuse me, in society, the entertainment industry, our families, our friends, our jobs. Like, there's a lot of things that go on around us. So it's not that, those things will just magically disappear. But I definitely see you being in a much more, because this is sword energy. So I see you calling in a peace of mind, and you knowing without a shadow of doubt that you're taken care of, you're protected, and things are going well for you. Six of Swords is leaving behind the things that no longer serve you. And again, with it being sword energy, this feels more of a mental shift happening. It's more of an internal shift happening for you. Um, but this internal shift is going to put you again in a much more, or in a much better mental space, um, of not having to like worry or stress about, um, the things that may be going on around you. But I see you not allowing those things happening around you to affect you and affect your inner world and affect, you know or disturb your, I'm hearing biome. um Biome, isn't that like a biome? Oh shit, this was science. um Biome is like the ecosystem, right? Like the ecosystem that like the animals live in or whatnot. So somewhat, if I'm wrong, definitely correct me, but I think that's somewhat on the right path. um but in terms of biome or ecosystem, I definitely feel like, um you've done a lot of work in, making sure your inner biome is good, you're taken care of. um excuse me. Kind of getting things in order, releasing the things that no longer serve you, to make space for the things that do serve you, and do benefit you. um And again, in turn of you releasing the things that don't that ah that no longer serve you, you have created this inner environment of peace and harmony. um and feel like for you, again, like you're not you're entering into a phase in your life to where you're not allowing external energies to interfere with your inner biome. Does this make sense? Okay. But definitely, again, I definitely see you calling in a lot more peace into your life, a lot more peace into your situations. Specifically for somebody here, this could be regarding your home life. I definitely see you things kind of balancing out for you within your home life. Maybe within your family, your kids, or roommates if you have it, a partner. Again, I definitely see things balancing out for you, and however way that may look like. Maybe this is you know kicking somebody out, or somebody moving out, or um maybe this could even have to do with like furniture, maybe getting rid of old furniture, things that may have weighed you down energetically speaking. But again, I definitely see a lot of releasing and letting go of anything that no longer serves you to make room for this abundance of peace. um I, f- s- I definitely see for you too, group number one. You're definitely calling in a much more softer life. Um, you're entering into your soft girl era, or soft boy era, guy era, whatever you want to call you yourself. Um, and this is kind of like an addition to this piece that you're calling in. Can I get something else? Damn, you got a lot of sword energy that came up. Your inner world is quieting down. And with this page of swords energy, you are opening yourself up to more ideas. Um, yeah, something about ideas coming through as you kind of quiet down, as you get more rest, as you kind of, turn more into your inner world, and, um, kind of going within. You are opening yourself up to divine answers and divine, guidance, which is coming in the form of some sort of idea or ideas that are coming, that are meant for you to take action on. Five of Swords talks about, like, being strategic. Um, and then the number five is about change. So I definitely feel like a lot of these ideas that are, about to kind of hit you out of nowhere, they're meant for you to take action on. They're meant for you to, maybe put some sort of strategy behind. Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be like idea of like a six-figure $1 million business idea or anything like that. This could be an idea of, maybe like taking up a new hobby, or an idea of, I don't know, like experiencing something, or maybe going back to school, or maybe you're getting more creative ideas, maybe some DIY type of stuff. But again, as you kind of quiet, as things kind of come a little bit more quiet for you, the ideas will start to flow, and the downloads will start to flow for you as well. So I definitely feel like for you, group number one, you're receiving an abundance of rest and peace, and also an abundance of ideas. Anything else? Yeah, underneath the Five of Swords, you got the Ace of Wands. So again, it's that spark. So I definitely see you getting your spark back, especially your creative spark. Excuse me. Anything else for group number one? I don't think so. Group number one, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see y'all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good, group number two? For those of y'all who are drawn to the second image, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some messages regarding what abundance are you calling in. As I explained in group number one, abundance can come in many different forms. It doesn't have to be money. It can be an abundance of money, finances, an abundance of good health, an abundance of laughter, an abundance of friendship, an abundance of love. Like it's abundance can be anything. So we're just gonna see what type of abundance is coming in for you, group number two. So Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this feels like an abundance of something about creativity is very significant for you. But let's get some cards out here to see what exactly this is going to look like for you. Ooh. What abundance is group number two calling in? And that's so funny. Okay, so you got the nine of wands that came out, and then you got the five of wands that came out. But when the nine of wands was out, the first word that kind of came to mind was training, like training for something. And then you got the five of wands that popped out, which five of wands, could talk about like conflict or competition, but it also talks about like training. You can look at the image as if they are like practicing fighting or practicing or training for like a war or training for, I guess, like a competition or some sort. I don't know. But um, I don't know if some of you may have been like going to the gym a lot more, or maybe working out, maybe getting more physically active. 'Cause that's the energy I'm picking up from this group. If not, then you may be wanting to get more physically active. Um, but I'm getting like an abundance of support for you. Um, and I'm also getting like you getting the results that you're wanting out of this. If this isn't physical, um, like physical training for something or physical or like physically active, this could be regarding like, maybe training for something else or training on a job or maybe training or maybe not even necessarily training, but maybe, getting more knowledge or education or experience with something. This could be regarding work, maybe, this could be regarding school for somebody here. Um, but again, I am definitely picking up for this group. Um, you're receiving an abundance of support along this journey. Let me get some more cards for this group. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Damn. So it's funny that group number one, they received a lot of swords in their group, but your group is receiving a lot of wands. Um, so you got nine of wands, five of wands, six of wands, um, judgment that popped up, and then the seven of wands at the bottom of the deck. So, oh, okay, 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 okay. Makes sense. So you are receiving a lot of not only support but a lot of recognition. My eyes are so itchy today. I think it's my allergies. It's goddamn Texas weather. But you're receiving a lot of recognition for all of your efforts that you have been putting in. Maybe you have been, putting in a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort into something. Maybe, this could be, like like a project that you could have been working on. Maybe this is regarding your work or your job. Um, I don't know. Whatever this is that you have been putting in a lot of time and effort and energy and momentum into, you are receiving recognition for that. So you're receiving an abundance of recognition, an abundance of support. People who are recognizing you for, your talents, your hard work, your again your efforts. Something about your efforts in something that you have been doing. For some of you here, especially with this nine of wands and the five of wands energy, this could have been something that you've been working on for a long time. This could have been months in the making or years in the making. Because I'm picking up years. Ooh, excuse me. But something that has been in the works for you for a long time, you're now receiving that recognition for it. Um, Seven of Wands energy, you have beat the competition. Even if there was competition, um, or at least competition that you may have known about, whether you've known about them or not, you've outdone it. You've outdone yourself. Group number two is what I'm picking up. Death energy. This doesn't feel like an ending. This actually feels like a new beginning for you or a rebirth for you. And then Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there's something that you are leaving behind, or you're walking away, or not necessarily walking away, but you're moving, energetically speaking, into a much more like calmer, much more peaceful um, energy here, or much more peaceful kind of era in your life. Um, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. You're coming into a lot more stability. For some of you, if this is like work related, maybe you are receiving like a promotion or receiving like, I don't know, employee of the month, some sort of recognition here that may kind of help you climb the ladder a little bit, or maybe you get a little bit, a raise or a promotion or a little stipend or something like that. Or maybe this recognition could kind of put you on that trajectory or that path towards something much more better, or something that's going to bring in a lot more like financial abundance for you. This could also be like the energy of like somebody putting in a good word for you. I'm getting a referral. You are Things are getting better for you socially, is what I'm picking up. Your social reputation is getting better, or people are now starting to see how much of a fucking warrior you are, and how strong you are, and how good at a lot of things you are. I'm picking up that many of you are a jack of many trades. Um, you're not just a one-dimensional type of person. You're very good at a lot of different things. And I feel like that's what you're being recognized for here. And this recognition is going to really help kind of elevate you here, is what I'm picking up, especially with this Six of Wands and Judgment energy. Um, yeah, this is definitely energy of like elevation, like you're elevating on the social ladder here. Um, and I feel like in turn, again, it's going to kind of increase your reputation, your finances, and overall like your social, like your reputation, maybe in the workplace, maybe in your community, maybe amongst your family, maybe in your field, whatever area this may be at. But I definitely see again like a lot of um, positive recognition here. Yeah. Okay. So group number two, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see y'all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good, group number three? Those of you who are drawn to the third image, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on what abundance are you calling in. Oh, excuse me. So, Spirit guys, this is for group number three. What abundance is group number three calling in? My goodness. Okay. This is for group number three, Spirit team. What abundance is group three calling in? What abundance is group number three calling in? Period. Okay, so Seven of Cups energy. So y'all have I'm hearing the word plethora. That's a big word, Spirit. Y'all have a plethora of options and opportunities opening up for y'all. Um, I'm seeing somebody like, what is this? Kind of like a little medieval type of castle like place. Um, but they're like in the middle of like I don't know, like flooring or whatnot, and around them is a bunch of doors. These feel like very tall doors as well. Um, but there's a lot of doors around the person. But the person, okay, I didn't even notice this. Nine of Swords. This may cause a little bit of stress and anxiety for you, but it's good stress and anxiety. It's good, like you finally have options and opportunities opening up for you. But the only thing now, I don't know, a little bit of Libra energy here. You just may not be sure on what to take. You may be a little confused or doubtful, or not doubtful as in like you're not sure if something's going to work out or not. You're just not sure, like, okay, am I taking the right path or not, or is this path actually good for me or not? So it's a good type of stress. Um, but kind of going back again, a lot of doors, and I see the person kind of going up to one door, they opening it up, they kind of peek inside, and they're like, okay, but I kind of want to go see the other doors. So they go to another door, they open it up, they peek inside, and they see a little bit what's inside of that one, and then they're like, okay, that seems cool, but now I wonder what's in this other door on this other side. And you're kind of going through and kind of weighing out all of your options. So it seems like you may have an abundance of opportunities that open up for you, but again, it just feels like you just may not be 100% sure on what path you want to take first. Because I feel like one thing you're not noticing or seeing with these opportunities and options opening up for you is that it's not going to be just like, oh, I take this one opportunity and then that's it. This feels like one path opening up, going through that experience, but then you're back at that same room and you have an opportunity to open up another door, and then you go through that door, experience that, and then you get to go open up another door. So it's not like, okay, one opportunity and then that's it. It's more of like you take this one opportunity for now, and then you're able to also come back and experience this other stuff. So it's more of like, where do you want to, like, what adventure do you want to take right now? And then you'll be able to come back to it later on. I hope this makes sense. Because I'm getting like, you go through one door, you close it behind you, or it's not fully closed behind you. But you go through that door, you experience whatever that is in that room or whatnot, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready for something else. And then you kind of go back out the door and you're back in that room of doors, and you go and find and choose something else. So it's like that energy of like being like a jack of all trades. You may experience, may have one skill in one thing. You may have an experience to where you're able to kind of, expand more on that skill or talent. And then you're kind of like, okay, I'm a little bit bored, so I want something else now. I want to experience something different now. But that's the magic of all of this, is that you don't have to choose just one path and then that's it, because you're not a one path type of person. I want to experience many things. I want to experience multiple things. It's kind of like the energy of like, maybe you work at a job and you're hired on. Let's say, for instance, you're working at a fast food restaurant or something. You may go get hired on as the frontline cashier, but then, okay, after like a few days, you're like, okay, I kind of learned whatever I needed to learn from this. I want to learn something else. So now you learn how to do drive-through cashier, and then you spend a week or two on that, and then you're like, okay, now I want to go learn how to be the cook in the back. You know, it's that type of energy. I feel like you're just that type of person. Like, you just get, like, you want more for yourself. You're always striving for more and for better for yourself, and you're not comfortable just being in one spot and just being complacent. You always want to strive for more. That's just been your mindset. I feel like that's how you've always been. I'm the same way too, so I can definitely resonate. And that was a real life example for me as well. Um, but again, I definitely feel like for you, you have an abundance of doors opening up, to where you're able to experience life many different ways, and not feel so restricted. And of course, some of these doors, it may not be the best lesson there for you. So again, just be very discerning, moon energy. So be a lot more discerning. Just because a door is available for you doesn't mean that it's of your highest good, and it doesn't mean that it's what's best for you. Um, so just be careful and be discerning over which, paths you choose to take, because some of them may be a karmic lesson that you don't have to take. You don't have to, um, yeah, some of these doors may involve certain lessons that you just don't have to take on. Does this make sense? So like, yeah, again, just be discerning. Just because the door may look a little bit enticing doesn't always mean that it's for you. Um, Everything that glitters isn't gold. So yeah, you have an abundance of opportunities opening up for you, an abundance of new experiences, um, and you get to pick and choose what you want. And this isn't me saying any of this to deter you or anything, but again, it just feels like some things may come with a certain lesson attached to it. It may be a beautiful, experience, but it may be a lesson attached to it that you just, ooh, that scared me. That you don't have to take on. Okay, what else? Tell us a little bit more about these opportunities. Like, what areas specifically? I'm picking up love, and I'm also picking up career. So again, some of you, you may open up a door for love, experience that, you know, and then have another opportunity to open up a door of career. So you may get like you may have an opportunity to, experience multiple things at once. It may not just be like, oh, I just only get to experience this love, or I just only get to experience this career advancement. um you get to experience many things and multiple things. It's just more about what you want to do first. The chariot, so again, you're experiencing a lot of advancement in your life. Things are moving for you. But two of swords, you have a lot of decisions that you're going to be needing to make. It's great energy. But again, it's just if you're somebody who gets very wrapped up in their head or wrapped up in, you know, y- like wanting to know how something's going to work out, or wanting to know the outcome of something, it may be a little bit challenging for you. Um, but if you just stay open to the things, or to new opportunities and new adventures, it's not really going to be that deep for you. But you have an abundance of that to kind of go along with these opportunities. You have an abundance of um, power and force that's being driven behind all of this for you. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of like fire behind you, but not in like a hot foot type of way, but more so in a just momentum. This is, excuse me, energy gaining momentum and keeping with that momentum, because you're in the stage now of trying to gain more momentum. But as these opportunities come in, you're going to be challenged to keep that momentum going. Two of Swords, but then the Page of Wands, which is literally like a new adventure, a new beginning, a fresh start. So you have a lot of opportunities for new adventures opening up in front of you. Yeah, the Sun, a lot of adventures, a lot of opportunities. Um, and Spirit isn't really giving me anything specific. Yeah, because I feel like y'all's reading is a little bit vague, at least to me. I don't know. Um, but yeah, some of these doors may have love, some of them has money, some of them may have to do with like your home life. Some of them could be opportunities involving nostalgia, or like your past in some type of way, or your childhood in some type of way. And while other doors may have a little bit of extra chaos to it, or a little bit of backstabbing or betrayals to it. So again, just be very discerning. Right now, make sure you're working on like mindfulness before these opportunities are presented to you. Again, like working on mindfulness, and kind of being in a place or space to kind of clear your mind a lot more, and not allow the um, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of overload of opportunities that are here for you, kind of diminish, or not diminish, but get in the way of you making a clear choice and decision. A lot of these decisions are going to be very this or that, because Two of Swords is this or that. Um, but again, don't worry or stress about it. But again, work on mindfulness right now to prepare for this if it hasn't come in already. Yeah. All right. So group number three, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see y'all in my next reading. Peace out.